Hi. So let us today understand what is a matrix. Now you must have seen movie about matrix, Keanu Reeves, right? But we are not talking about that matrix. We are talking about mathematical matrix. How is matrix helpful in math? What is its real life application? So you must have come across in your grade 9th and 10th a system of equation known as simultaneous linear equations in two variables. Okay, so something like if I say x plus 2y is equal to 5 and 3x minus 4y is equal to 6, something like this, and when they number them as number 1 and 2, and we are expected to find out the value of x and the value of y from these two set of linear equations in two variables. Now, we all are well aware about how to solve this particular linear set of equations, and we know that it takes nearly one and a half page to get to the answer of x and y, correct? Since here it's only two variable, but there can be a set of system of equations which may have more than two variables, say x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 6 and 2x minus 4y plus 5 by 4z is equal to 8 by 3, something like that, more complicated, correct? It could be a set of equations into four variables as well. So when the number of variables increases, it becomes very difficult to use the system of simultaneous equation solving, and it's going to be highly complicated. That is where matrix comes into picture, and we can use matrix very easily, very conveniently, to find out the values of x and y, or say in this case x, y and z comfortably. So we are going to learn the system of matrix, and in order to understand matrix, we need to first of all understand certain terms of matrices which are very important. Now first of all, let us understand what do you mean by a matrix. What is a matrix? Matrix is nothing but a rectangular array of mn numbers, you can say. Okay, so when I talk about rectangular array, so what do you mean by that? In simple terms, I will go directly to the format of matrix. Say if I take a matrix A and I am drawing a box over here, okay, and in this box I will write down certain elements. Say for example, I'll write 1 2 3, and that way there are so many elements. Okay, 2 3, again here also so many elements, and vertically downwards also, say many elements are present in this particular set of matrix. Okay, so what is matrix? Number one, it's a rectangular array of mn numbers. I would say rectangular array. That is the arrangement of terms in a rectangular box. That is a rectangular array of mn numbers. Mn numbers. Now what are these m and n numbers? That also I'll explain you. So m is nothing but the horizontal lines. Now in this particular box which you can see over here, which are the horizontal lines? So I'll show you with the help of a red marker over here. So this is my horizontal line 1, line 2, and then it goes to line n. So m stands for horizontal lines which are known as rows, and your n stands for vertical lines. Now which are those vertical lines? You can see over here the first vertical line, second vertical line, third vertical line, and so it goes on to the nth vertical line. So this is your nth vertical line, this is your nth horizontal row. So these vertical lines are known as columns. They are known as columns. So in simple terms, I would say that a matrix is a rectangular array which contains horizontal rows. This is your rows, and it contains vertical columns, horizontal rows and vertical columns. Rows are denoted by M, columns are denoted by the letter N, and that is how it is connected. Now, how do I number each of these elements within the matrix? So if I take into consideration this first particular element, the first element over here, now this element is placed in first row and first column, row 1, column 1. So I can number it as A11. The first number stands for M, second for N. So row comes first, column comes later. Now if I take simultaneously for the second element, the second element is present in the same first row but in the second column. So I can number it as 1, 2. The third element is present in the first row and in the third column I can number it as 1, 3. So 1, 3 over here denotes first row, third column. 1, 2 denotes first row, second column. 1, 1 denotes first row, first column. And the last one which is present over here, that is my nth row and nth column. Correct? But first row and nth column, so I will number it as 1n. This is my 1n. Same way when I go for second row, this is second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column, and second row, nth column. And if I go for the last particular row over here, which is my mth row, correct? So this now I will name it as mth row. So in my mth row, this is my mth row, first column, mth row, second column, mth row, third column, and mth row, nth column, AMN. So that's how in compact form we can say the above matrix, this entire matrix can be represented as A is equal to A, the term inside the matrix, denoted by I and J, where I stands for row and J stands for the number of column and the order of that particular matrix. That means in a particular matrix, how many rows and how many columns are present, that is called as order, is given by M cross N. So M cross N becomes the order of a matrix. It becomes the order of a matrix. I hope this is clear. Now let us take for example A. A matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 0, -1, 9. Correct? So these are the elements which are present in matrix A. 1, 2, 3, 0, -1, 9. What can we say about how many rows and how many columns are present in this case? Let's count. This is my row 1. This is my row 2. This is my vertical is column 1, column 2, and this is my column 3. So therefore in this matrix there are 2 rows and 3 columns, that is 2 cross 3. So therefore in this particular matrix there are 2 rows horizontal and 3 vertical columns, and so the order of the matrix becomes 2 cross 3. That becomes the order of the matrix. Now if I want to write down each individual term, then I can ask you, what is A11, what is A12, what is A13, what is A21, A22, and A23. Now here you can very easily understand by now that A11 means the first row and the first column. This is the first row and the first column. First row, first column, what's the element? That is 1. A12 means first row, second column. Which is that element? That is number 2. When I talk about A13, that is my first row, third column, that is this particular element. So A13 is 3. Similarly, we go for A21, that's second row. 2 stands for row and 1 stands for column. Okay, so second row and first column, that's 0. Second row, second column, that is -1. Second row, third column, that is 9. And that's how I can list out each and every element, each and every term of the matrix in this format. I hope you've understood what's the basis of matrix, what is the concept of matrix, that is in math. And believe me, matrices and determinant, this is the most scoring chapter in the entire mathematics. Very simple to understand. In my next lecture, we are going to learn about types of matrices. So stay tuned, subscribe to our channel. Do let us know what particular concept you would like to understand and where are you getting stuck up. Any sum, any problem, any communication that you want to establish, please put it in the comment box and we will get back to you soon. Thank you. Have a great day.